Hello everyone, welcome to this week's update video. In this week I would like to talk about the planets. You guys have been asking us repeatedly, why planets? Why not legacy worlds and make them tile? And I would like to talk briefly about this. So the reason we are moving to the planets is because we feel it adds more opportunities to create a unique world experience. Additionally, it allows us to unify both space and engineers and medieval engineers technology, which means we can benefit from all the technology changes that space has been undergoing, especially with regards to the renderer. And finally, adding an infinitely tiling legacy world, which is a suggestion that's been made on the forums countless times, would mean we would have to rewrite so many parts of VRage. It would basically be like writing a new game. However, we run into a problem with the planets. Planets are big, like really big, even at 10 kilometers. Like we've covered this a few times in the past, even at the 10 kilometers there's a huge amount of surface area to cross. And you guys are asking for even larger planets. So we run into a problem. Problem with the large planets are that, first of all, it becomes very difficult to find other players. And this is a problem also present in Space Engineers. There is no player interaction possible simply because the space is so big, and it's the same with the planet. There's so much room, it's very hard to find each other. And secondly, it's very hard, once you actually find someone, it's very hard to actually get to them. Your walking speeds in medieval engineers, obviously you are quite slow at walking. And even adding a horse would not really help much. It will only make you go like a few times faster, but it will still take a long time to get around the planet. And that's without even taking into account natural terrain features like rocks and mountains and trees. So travel time will be really long. Not to mention that traveling long distances, it's likely for your carts or your catapults or other equipment to just break down and you would have to repair it. Finally, we want to design the game in such a way that it supports any size planet. Because this means that you guys will be able to make mods for even bigger planets. If you really want a huge planet? Fine, our game supports it. So, what I want to present today is two core features that hopefully will help make this a lot better. First, I want to show you guys this. This is the world map. The world map will show you 6 kingdoms on the planet. The planet is divided into 6 kingdoms, and each kingdom essentially is divided into a couple of regions, and each region in turn, as shown now, is divided into a number of areas. One area can be claimed by a single claim block, and as you claim more lands, you will see this area slowly fill up on the map. The map will show you your banner, it will show your faction banner, it will basically show you all the information about the planet. And because of this, it will be possible to find other players, because they will be they will be put on the map as a small shield. And this will hopefully help solve the problem of finding the other players. So as you can also see, there's a little button here. It says fast travel. So what is fast travel? Fast travel is a feature that allows players to quickly move from one location to another, following a set of rules. These rules are range, reachability, and cooldown. Now, range allows us to specify how much distance you are allowed to fast travel in a single action of fast traveling. So let's say we set the range to 5, you can only move 5 areas. But if you set it to 10, then you can move 10, etc. Reachability is also a feature. As you can see on the map here, you can see some highlighted squares, you can see some dark squares. So the dark squares are high mountains. And that means you cannot fast travel through the mountains. Additionally, if someone were to claim, say, this area, it would mean that they cannot fast travel through this area. Because it's like claimed by an enemy, then you cannot fast travel through this area. Which means that if the enemy wants to control this section of the land, all he has to do is claim this region. And no one will be able to fast travel in here. If you want to get into their lands, you will have to go here and manually cross the mountains. Or you will have to go here and sneak by their gate or destroy their gate if you want to be able to fast travel. Finally, there will be a cooldown, so if you want to fast travel again, you will have to wait a certain amount of time depending on the distance you traveled. If you you travel a short distance, your cooldown will be shorter. If you travel a huge distance, your cooldown will be longer. Now, we understand that for the more hardcore realism fans, fast travel might not be a desirable setting. So we actually have a lot of settings that you can change for the fast travel. Let me show you these changes. One of these changes, here we go, advanced, is for fast travel. There's a setting that allows you to turn it off altogether. There will be no fast travel button, there will be no fast travel. There will be a setting called travel limitations that will allow you to enable or disable the reachability checks. So if you want people to travel through the mountains or through enemy terrain, remove that checkbox and you can go wherever you want. Then there's the travel cooldown. The travel cooldown is the time you must wait before you can travel again. And it goes from 100 seconds to no cooldown. And there's the maximum travel distance. Maximum travel distance implies how many areas you can move in a single trip. Again, it goes from low numbers to high numbers, and you can set it to infinite. Now, this fast travel will hopefully allow players to find each other and interact with each other. It will allow you to get to other people's castles and build your catapult outside the gates and siege them. This will help solve getting to players. For now, grids will not be able to fast travel, so your carts, you will have to travel them manually. But if you are not shipping huge amounts of cargo, then you can just run over using the fast travel feature. Now, we are aware that there will probably be a lot of questions about this system, so next week we would like to do a Q&A about the fast travel. So go to the forum and ask away, and we will answer as many of your questions as we can. Now, keep in mind the banner design contest is still ongoing. We received some really cool designs already, and we are really happy with the progress that's being made. However, not every design that has been submitted so far was fully suitable. Like, there were some technical constraints or issues, and I would like to reiterate some right now. So what we've seen a lot is banners with more than 3 colors. Our system currently does not support adding more than 3 colors on the banner. There's the background color, there's the pattern color, which is one single color, and then there's the symbol, which is still also one single color. Additionally, please avoid using licensed imagery from other IPs. We cannot put a picture in the game that's licensed by someone else. That would lead to all kinds of legal troubles, and we cannot accept these submissions. And remember to credit people if you take their stuff. Even if they put it on the internet for free usage, it's a courtesy to at least mention their name. Additionally, this Thursday, Zocli and I will be streaming Medieval Engineers on the Keen Community Network. He's really excited about it, and so am I. And I hope you guys are as well. Sure, come on in. He's really excited. So I hope to see you all this Thursday, and otherwise I'll see you all next week on Tuesday. Have a nice weekend. Goodbye.